The average American replaces their car battery every 2 to 3 years. At $150 to $250 installed, that is a quiet, recurring tax that auto parts stores have been collecting from you your entire driving life. Do the math across 40 years of driving and you have handed somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000 to a counter employee in a red polo shirt for a problem the right battery would have solved once. Here is the thing. The battery market has split in two. On one side, commodity-grade product built to the lowest possible price point, engineered to fail reliably, not catastrophically, but predictably, just outside the warranty window. On the other, manufacturers supplying the United States military, building OEM packs for BMW and Mercedes off the factory floor, holding fleet contracts with companies that measure downtime in dollars per minute. Most consumers never know that second group exists. And get this, a failing. Battery does not just strand you. In any vehicle built after 2015, with 40 or more control modules drawing power simultaneously, a battery that cannot hold stable voltage triggers phantom electrical faults. Your check engine light fires, your dealer charges $900 to diagnose a software glitch that was never a software glitch. It was always the battery. The dealership selling you a cheap replacement every 18 months is not going to tell you that. Stick around until the end, because the final brand on this list built a self-rescue technology so advanced you can restart your dead battery from the driver's seat without ever opening the hood. Number 1. Optima batteries. Optima has been in this conversation for over 40 years, and that reputation was earned hard. The spiral cell design uses two 99.99% pure lead plates per cell, coil wound under maximum compression, only 30 internal components versus the 100 or more in a standard flat plate battery. Fewer components, fewer failure points. In moderate climates, where a conventional battery delivers 4 years, an Optima regularly delivers 8 to 12. The Bluetop Marine series reports real-world lifespans north of 15 years. And get this, Optima delivers 15 times the vibration resistance of standard batteries. For diesel trucks, off-road vehicles, and high-vibration commercial use, that figure is not a minor spec. It is the difference between a battery that lasts a decade and one that shakes itself apart in 18 months. The real kicker is the current community split. Serious automotive forums note a quality perception decline since Clarios took over manufacturing. The engineering is still legitimate, the spiral cell architecture is still the most vibration-resistant in its class, but for a standard commuter in a mild climate, the brands further down this list deliver comparable longevity at lower cost. Optima is the right answer for demanding applications. Performance builds, off-road rigs, boats, not necessarily for everything else. But if Optima is the enthusiast's answer, wait until you see what the next brand ships directly to BMW and Mercedes at the factory level. Number 2. Bosch S6 AGM. Bosch does not market to you like a battery company. It behaves like an engineering firm that happens to sell its OEM spec components at retail. The S6 AGM is the same AGM architecture Bosch supplies to European luxury automakers, available at your parts counter for between $100 and $200. The calcium silver alloy grid drops self-discharge below 1% per day at room temperature. Translation: charge it in October, come back in April, and the battery is ready to go. No tender required. Fleet operators running stop-start urban duty cycles report 5 to 7 year service lives. The S6 recovers from stop-start events 40% faster than standard EFB batteries, which means your alternator is not working overtime trying to drag a half-dead battery back to capacity every time you pull from a red light. And get this, if your vehicle was built after 2015, it almost certainly has stop-start technology. The Bosch S6 was engineered specifically for your driving profile. Bottom line, 130 years of German electrical engineering in a polypropylene case at a price that makes the premium alternatives look overpriced. Bosch is the import professional's choice, but the next brand has been the backbone of North American professional automotive service since 1952, and most drivers walk right past it every time. Number 3. Interstate Batteries, Megatron Plus, and MTX AGM. Interstate started in 1952 with one man selling batteries from the back of a pickup truck. Today, the company sells 19 million batteries per year and operates over 200,000 dealer locations, the largest distribution network in North America. That footprint exists because professional mechanics keep coming back. You do not hold 70 years in a brutally competitive consumable market by selling product that fails on your customers. Here is the real kicker. Interstate manufactures batteries under at least 20 other brand names you would recognize on the shelf. They are the ghost in the machine of the American battery market. Consumer Reports gives Interstate 5 high scores and 7 satisfactory scores across tested group sizes, the most consistent performance profile in the category. The MTX AGM carries a 48-month full replacement warranty, not pro-rated. 48 months at full replacement value, honored at 200,000 locations that are almost always local. Bottom line, Interstate is not the most technically exotic battery on this list. It is the most proven. 70 years of professional endorsement is not a campaign. It is a track record. If this breakdown is already saving you money, and it will, hit that subscribe button right now. We expose what the automotive industry does not want you to know every single week. Number 4. DieHard Platinum AGM. DieHard has had a complicated decade. Sold to Advance Auto Parts for $200 million in 2019, written off as a brand being milked for nostalgia. The skeptics were wrong. Consumer Reports testing gave the Platinum AGM a perfect score for both life and reserve capacity. Manufactured by Clarios, the world's largest battery manufacturer, on the same electrochemical platform used for multiple OEM contracts. In 2022, DieHard became the first automotive battery to receive UL Circular Economy validation. Every unit built from 100% recycled lead. The price runs 15 to 20% below comparable Bosch and Optima AGM units for the same Clarios manufacturing quality. But here is where it gets truly critical. The lower-tier DieHard Advanced Gold AGM failed Consumer Reports life testing catastrophically. Could not survive 10 weeks. The Platinum line only. The shelf has multiple tiers. Only one belongs on this list. Bottom line, the DieHard Platinum is a tale of one product rescuing an entire brand's reputation. Buy the right tier and you have one of the best value AGM batteries in North America. Buy the wrong tier and you will be back in 2 years proving every skeptic right. Number 5. AC Delco Professional AGM. AC Delco has been General Motors' parts brand since 1916. For most of that history, consumers dismissed it as an overpriced dealer-exclusive label. The Professional AGM line dismantled that assumption quietly and completely. Here is what the dealerships will not tell you. Modern GM vehicles, Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Cadillac, have battery management systems calibrated to AGM chemistry at the factory level. Install a non-AGM battery and the vehicle's charging. Algorithm works against it from day one, undercharging, then hitting it with recovery charges it was not designed to absorb. That mismatch causes accelerated degradation. Your technician will diagnose as a bad battery, not a bad spec choice. AC Delco Professional eliminates the mismatch because it was engineered alongside the vehicle. The envelope separator design wraps each plate group physically, preventing the active material shedding that kills cheaper batteries from the inside over time. Bottom line, AC Delco Professional is not competing for headlines. It is built to outlast every other battery in the specific vehicles it was designed for, and it consistently does exactly that. Quick question for the MotorMind community. What battery brand are you running right now, and how many years has it lasted? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one. Number 6. Odyssey Battery Extreme and Performance Series. Odyssey supplies batteries to the United States military and commercial aviation ground support. The Odyssey automotive line carries that engineering standard into your engine bay. The numbers are not subtle. Published design life 8 to 12 years. Service life 3 to 10. Cold cranking pulses up to 2,700 amps for 5 seconds. Double the output of equally sized conventional lead acid. 400 or more full cycles to 80% depth of discharge, where a conventional flooded battery is dead after 30. Temperature range, -40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Fleet data, 62% lower maintenance costs, 89% capacity retention after 18 months versus 67% for standard AGM competitors. The thin plate pure lead construction uses 99% pure lead plates. Thinner than conventional, which means more plates fit in the same case, delivering higher power density without a size penalty. Pure lead eliminates the alloy additives that cause conventional batteries to corrode from the inside. The battery holds its performance curve flat for years rather than gradually fading. One important note, North Star Battery, a legitimate category competitor, was acquired by Enesys in 2019 and fully merged into the Odyssey ODX Extreme line by 2021. If you see North Star NSB part numbers, the Odyssey ODX equivalent is the direct replacement. Same engineering, one brand. Bottom line, Odyssey is what you put in a vehicle you refuse to compromise on. It is the last option you will ever need to buy for that application. Number 7. XS Power D-Series AGM. XS Power was founded in 2005 to serve the driver who had already outgrown what any standard battery could handle. Car audio competitors running 5,000-watt systems, emergency vehicle builders, off-road builds with high-draw winches. For 20 years, it has been the benchmark answer every serious installer gives when a customer's vehicle has maxed out its factory electrical system. The D-Series is built around one obsession: internal resistance. Standard batteries are optimized for engine starting. One massive current burst, then a recharge. XS Power engineered from the demand side. What does a battery need to deliver sustaining high current loads while the alternator is already running flat out? Near zero internal resistance and no voltage sag under continuous draw. In SPL car audio competition, where a voltage drop of 0.2 volts is the margin between winning and losing, XS Power is the default choice. The real kicker is the honest application boundary. For a stock commuter, this is engineering excess. For any vehicle with aftermarket electrical modifications above 1,000 watts, emergency lighting, or a serious winch, a standard AGM is already undersized on day one. XS Power is the correct specification. Bottom line, not for everyone. For the driver who needs it, nothing else is the right answer. Number 8. Antigravity batteries, ATX, and Restart LIFEPO4. Every brand on this list is fighting a chemistry battle that started in 1859 when Gaston Plante invented the lead-acid battery. Antigravity opted out of that fight entirely. Their lithium iron phosphate automotive starting batteries do not improve on lead-acid chemistry. They replace it. The cycle life comparison ends the conversation. A conventional flooded battery survives approximately 30 deep discharge cycles. A premium AGM handles 400. An Antigravity LIFEPO4 delivers 2,000 to 5,000 full cycles. Weight reduction versus lead-acid equivalent, 60 to 70%. Self-discharge is so low that a vehicle parked for 6 months comes back without a maintenance tender. Cold cranking amps hold at full rated specification down to negative 30 degrees Celsius. No voltage sag, no sluggish cold weather cranking. And the Restart series carries a built-in battery management system that detects an overdischarge event before cell damage occurs, shuts down automatically to protect the cells, then restarts on a 15-second key fob press from the driver's seat. No jumper cables, no hood access, no roadside assistance call. Here is where it gets truly interesting financially. A $150 conventional battery replaced every 2 years costs $75 per year. An anti-gravity Restart at $400 lasting 10 years costs $40 per year. Before accounting for the phantom electrical repair bills, a chronically weak lead-acid battery generates in modern vehicles across a decade of gradual failure. Multiple commercial fleet operators have begun specifying LIFEPO4 not as a performance upgrade but as a budget decision. When the accountants make the same call as the engineers, the technology has crossed a threshold. One compatibility note: vehicles with smart alternator systems that vary charging. Voltage for fuel economy should verify LIFEPO4 fitment before purchase. Check the fitment guide. Do the homework. When the fitment is correct, this is the last battery conversation you will ever have for that vehicle. Bottom line, Antigravity is not a niche motorsport product anymore. The early adopters are already winning the cost per year math. Now you have the information to join them. The automotive battery market has been built on a foundation of repeat purchases, and it has been profitable for everyone except you. The 8 brands on this list rejected that model. Their profit comes from your trust, not your inconvenience. Here is the piece of advice that will save you from the most costly mistake in this category. Stop buying on shelf price. The $99 battery that dies in 22 months costs more per year than a $250 AGM running 8 years without complaint. Factor in the phantom electrical faults a dying battery creates in a modern vehicle, and the cheap battery is not cheap at all. It is the most expensive decision in your maintenance budget, disguised as the most affordable one. The automotive industry profits from your ignorance of this math. The brands on this list profit from your trust. Choose accordingly. Hit subscribe if you want the truth about what is actually under your hood, because we are just getting started.